Welcome back, Sick Fam. Game Week 3 preview, Game Week 2 team review. I scored 78 points, overall points of just under 150, 1.1 mil overall rank with almost creeping up on 10 million players. That's pretty good. Top 10% early on. Game week points, as I mentioned, of 78. Moving along to the status, so the home page. Everything has been added. League tables have been updated. We are 1 day away from Game Week 3. The highest point score was 154 points. He must have had a bench boost. He must have triple captain Haaland. Average points was 69, so I'm well above the average. 13 million transfers have been made. Most transfers in was Mazuri from Manchester United. 200k wildcards were played, and most captain was Haaland. No surprise. The team of the week was Raya, Romero, Kilman, Aina. In midfield, Madueke with a hat-trick, Palmer with a hat-trick of assists, Son with 2 goals, Luis Diaz with a nice goal, De Bruyne, Haaland, and Nicholas Jackson, who we put out. Top transfers in, no surprise, Madueke for the upcoming game week. Smith Rowe has gone up in price. Palmer, Welbeck, Haaland. Those are a lot of transfers. 800,000. I thought it was 8 million. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, all right, top transfer out, Isaac. Okay, there was an injury scare midweek in the EFL Cup, but that's surprising. He's playing Tottenham. Interesting. Okay, no surprise to Lanky. Eze, Nkunku, and Foden. Foden was sick, and Nkunku blanked in that wayward scoreline. Yeah. So up until Chelsea fixture, Haaland was the player of the week, but it came to Madueke with 20 points. Haaland and Palmer, who only got assists, were on the same amount of points at 17, which was really surprising. Most valuable teams, most best leagues, player availability. Marino, who just got transferred into Arsenal, he's not ready to play just yet. Richarlison is injured. Interesting. What is the injury? Muscle injury. All right, so that's good for Kulusevski, but as we'll see here, I think I went too soon on that. De Bruyne, Foden, Lukaku, Alcaraz. Okay, these are just some other players. Okay, let's jump into my team. So as I mentioned, I had 78 points, 2.7 million game week rank. I got another blank from Henderson, so that looks like a poor pick. Gusto with a nice 0-pointer. Burn with a 1-pointer. Pedro Porro with a clean sheet. Gibbs White kind of saved my game week, or I would have been in the top 5 million. He got a goal, and he didn't get full bonus. Aina got full bonus, which was surprising. Bernardo blanked. Kulusevski got an assist. Madison got an assist. Salah got a goal. Isaac blanked, and Haaland with the hat trick. Bench was not looking good, but 1 point there, and the rest are zeros. And we'll see what I did. I already made a transfer. I unfortunately made the transfer before or after Kulusevski dropped, and I was not wanting to do that. I was debating, the guy I brought in was about to go up in price, so I'm like, who do I take out? And I ended up taking out Kulusevski, kept Bernardo Silva, as we can see here. Not here, so I got a green arrow, that's good, but the transfer history. Go into the transfer history. Maybe one day I'll figure out this website here. I'm not sure why they changed this around. We can't see our transfers. It's here. Okay, so the only transfer, the first one out was Kulusevski, and I did it in Game Week 3. Upcoming Game Week 3, right? A little too soon. I didn't know Richarlison was injured, but they still got some players to play that role, and Kulusevski's not guaranteed, but it is what it is. He had a good game, probably one of the bright spots, and he will start, but I went for Rodgers. And I was even considering, with Isaac potentially injured, going for Watkins, even though he's probably going down in price. Has he gone down in price yet, Watkins? Has Watkins gone down in price? Well, we can't see here. We could have checked in FPL, but no, he hasn't gone down in price because people see the fixtures and are like, oh, he was so close to going down, and I thought, oh, Isaac, Watkins going down, I can save that 0.1, recover that because my team value has taken a hit because Kulusevski dropped and Kwanzaa has dropped again. Such a horrible pick. But yeah, this is what my team's looking like with that one transfer. I got one transfer in the bank. Probably going to save it since I ate that Kwanzaa price drop. So I got Henderson goal, which is not good because they're playing Chelsea. Right? Yeah, first game on the Sunday. You got Gusto, who is playing Crystal Palace. Kwanzaa with the Leicester City, who can score, so I'm not confident in that. And Pedro Porro playing Newcastle. Out of those four, if I can get one clean sheet, I'll be very lucky, but it's highly unlikely, as you've seen from my game week predictions. Rare clean sheets other than Manchester City is from what I'm seeing this game week. Gibbs White is playing Wolves. He was on the chopping block. Gibbs White was on the chopping block, but where's Gibbs White in here? Like Gibbs White was gonna go down in price, and he's just come up a bit. He was not good on the eye test. I watched the game. He got a goal, but they're playing Wolves, and that's it. He doesn't put anything out for Wolves. He's out next game week. I'm gonna keep Bernardo Silva up until Gundogan starts taking his minutes. But so we got Bernardo Silva against West Ham, Gibbs White against Wolves, Rodgers against Leicester City, Madison against Newcastle. It's a poor fixture, but Madison, the big game player, assists from corners, free kicks, just exquisite. Salah's playing Man United. I'm thinking of captaining Salah. We're gonna captain Salah here, but it could go to Holland. I put Holland on vice captain. They're playing West Ham away, and through my research, I saw that Manchester City are the highest scoring away team at the London Stadium since its inception. Isaac versus Tottenham on the chopping block. I was gonna get Watkins, but he's not injured. Burn is first on the bench. Kwanzaa is rotting on my bench he's at 4.3 now. Such a poor decision. I'm not trying to put blame. I'm not gonna even say it, but I watched an FPL YouTube team, very well known guys, the Godfather FPL, and he was going hardcore on Kwanzaa, saying that he's going to start. He's a good way into the defense, cover for Trent. It didn't turn out well, and now I've lost 0.2 million, which is hard to recover, and it's so disappointing. But he'll probably be out next game week. Probably going to get a 4.0 million. Probably the guy from Aston Villa. The reason I just didn't do that game because I might want Watkins for this run of fixtures, right? We might want Watkins, and we don't want 3 Aston Villa because then we're doomed, right? So I could go Kwanzaa to that 4.0 million, and then I Isaac to Watkins, so I save that so I'm able to do 3 Aston Villa for the upcoming fixtures. Pedro Porro looks like a mainstay. They are playing Arsenal after Newcastle, but we'll see how he does. And he has been shaken up, looking like he's injured, picking up knocks. So I'm very scared for Pedro Porro. But yeah, that's my team. The chips, there's 5 of them there now, which is interesting. The mystery chip alongside the wild card and the free hit and triple captain and bench boost. Look at some leagues here. I am doing poor in all the leagues. Top 10 in the local league here, but the rest, FPL tips and Let's Talk FPL, we're in the tens of thousands. 1.2 million overall is pretty decent. I've used one transfer. My team value is only 0.1 above, because I've dropped Kwanzaa and Kulusevski before I transferred him out. That hurt. When I was busy midweek, I wasn't looking at my FPL, and I saw that Twitter notification that Kulusevski dropped in price after an assist. I was like, come on, guys. And then I was debating Bernardo or Kulusevski. Guaranteed minutes versus someone who's explosive. I went for the guaranteed minutes, and now I'm scared because Bernardo Silva might not even have the guaranteed minutes. So with Gundogan coming back into the squad, but there is hopes because Rodri and Kovacic picked up. Well, one picked up an injury, one was already injured. So Bernardo should secure that position, whether in the 8 or the 6, playing alongside Stones. We'll see. That's the reason I kept Bernardo. But then news came out, as I just saw, that Richarlison's injured. So Kulusevski's looking like he secured that false 9 position. So it might have been a big error and lapse in judgment and just not paying attention to FPL, not as hardcore. But yeah, that's all for my team. A brief look at the fixtures, Arsenal, and I discussed this all in my score predictions. Manchester City versus West Ham is looking tasty. But Manchester United are not looking good. debatable here who to go for in the captaincy. That's a big decision. 60% ownership. Colin was at 50%. I think with Salah, like, interesting. Team of the season so far is Salah. He's in the team of the season. I don't know. I just don't. I wasn't confident in captaining Holland, but we're gonna go for the captain on Holland because everybody's gonna be doing that, and it's gonna hurt my rank if he explodes. Um, we'll go for that, but I'm just Salah versus Man U away. Like they're gonna ruin them at Old Trafford there, and they got good fixture. I think game week 4 and game week 5 and game week 6, Salah has the captaincy because Holland has Brentford, Arsenal, and Newcastle. So the next 3 game weeks, Salah will have it, but this game week, okay, I'll favor Holland, especially if Bernardo Silva is benched. That will hurt if Holland hauls and Bernardo Silva doesn't even get an assist or anything. Like that'll hurt. So yeah, that's my team looking like. Henderson looking like a weak spot in there, as well as Isak versus Tottenham and Madison against Newcastle. That fixture is very difficult. Yep. So that's it, and good luck this game week, guys. Uh, if you have any dilemmas, put them in the comments. I'll definitely reply before the deadline. This video will be up just before the deadline, and yeah. So good luck this game week, and see you next one.